Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte 5. Did I say that right? Man, when you do a video late at night, your mind just be going all over the place. But yeah, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte 5, a.k.a. man of the people, because I enjoy sincerely working for you all, fans of the Carolina Panthers. I'm excited, as you all are, having that victory from Las Vegas. We're back here in Charlotte, getting ready to take on Andy Dalton's former team, the Cincinnati Bengals. And so with it being a late night broadcast, I'm going to get right into it because soon Thursday's going to be. We're going to have some more news to report. And yes, Thursdays I report live from the stadium. So if you are a member, make sure you hit that notification so that you can join me live tomorrow from the stadium and ask me any questions that you may about this team. So speaking of Andy Dalton, who will be your starting quarterback this week versus his former team, the Cincinnati Bengals, let's give a round of applause. Let's see if I can hit the button. There you go. A big round of applause to Andy Dalton, who was the very first Carolina Panther quarterback to be named FedEx Air and Ground Player of the Week. Yes, Cam Newton never made it. But it's something that's mostly voted on by the fans, since each week there's 6 people that FedEx put as a part of that. And Andy Dalton was the winner. Hats off to him. That shows you just how much attention this team got from their victory this past Sunday, because, most teams or most media have us as the worst team in the NFL. Can't say that we should have been otherwise through those first 2 weeks. And certainly got everybody's attention with that performance by Andy, because it was such a big turnaround. So let me tell you this, what happens when we get members? We get special sound effects and notes. So we got a new member, which I appreciate. Mr. Lee just became a member. Mr. Lee, thank you for becoming a member. We are an independent media supported 100% by you guys, right? So there's no sponsors. It's just you all. So that's why the rates are affordable. Only, I think, $3.99, might be $49, but it's pretty low. With the goal just being, get as many people as possible to join, become a member, and that'd be enough to support us going to the games, covering this team, doing the things that we do, working on your behalf. So thank you very much, Mr. Lee, and welcome to becoming a member. So yeah, hats off to Andy Dalton for being named FedEx Air and Ground Player of the Week. So let's go ahead and get into it. We had a few injuries from this past game, but you know what I'm going to start with first? Let's go to the transactions, because we did have quite a few transactions that took place yesterday and one that took place today. So I want to make sure I get you guys up to date with that. So here we go. Starting with the transaction from today, we had a spot open, so we signed wide receiver Sam Pinkney to the practice squad. That's what PS stands for. I had to abbreviate it so everything could fit onto the screen. We also placed wide receiver Adam Thielen. So this was all the news that happened yesterday. Quite a few transactions. Only did a little YouTube short, but wanted to do one a little bit more in depth today. Adam Thielen placed on injured reserve with that hamstring. And so coach today spoke about it, saying that he really feels like it's going to be a 4-week thing with Andy. Of course, it could be longer, but right now that's what they feel like it's going to be like. Also touch on all the other guys that have been on injured reserve status, saying that everybody's progressing well, but they're just going to continue to monitor things on a week-to-week basis. Safety Jordan Fuller, he is placed on IR. So that's obviously going to be 4 weeks. And let me see what I have for him on Jordan, just to make sure I speak properly. Yeah, Jordan Fuller feels like it's going to be some time. So Jordan Fuller could be a little bit longer than the 4 weeks that he feels that Adam Thielen is going to be at this time. Let's also go to tight end Messiah Swinson. And this is kind of interesting because excuse me if I get it wrong, but I believe it was Panthers Prime Podcast. Excuse me if I get it wrong, but he joined me on the video Saturday night when we were in Vegas, and he asked me about him. And I said, man, I haven't heard much, which probably doesn't mean good things. And sure enough, means that he was waived. Signed wide receiver Jalen Coker. I hope I'm saying that name right. I haven't looked at the pronunciation sheet. And also safety Damani Richardson and safety Russ Yeast. They were all signed to the active roster. We released outside linebacker Ikuliota from the practice squad, and we signed safety Alex Cook and cornerback Justin Hardy to the practice squad. So those were all just yesterday, but I want to get you completely up to date with where things stand as of now. So that's all of the transactions. I think it's appropriate that we touch the injury report, and then we're going to touch on Coach Canales speaking with the media today, and then we'll wrap it up again. Late night video, so I want to get the information straight to the point. And tomorrow, broadcast will be a lot earlier. We'll be live from Bank of America Stadium. So if you missed anything tonight, you'll catch me certainly again tomorrow. All right, injuries. Jadeveon Clowney, not surprising, getting a rest day. Defensive end A'Shawn Robinson, dealing with the knee injury. He did not practice today. Cornerback Lonnie Johnson, he did not practice with a hip injury. We got guard Damian Lewis, who had an elbow injury. He did not practice. Defensive tackle Shy Tuttle, dealing with his foot. He did not practice. So Shy Tuttle, he was out last week and recovering this week. So we're going to see where Shy continues to go for this team. Running back Chuba Hubbard, not surprising there. Little congratulations to Chuba for having a good week. I think he had about 150 total yards the other day versus Vegas. And to my knowledge, this is the first time that he's gotten a rest day, which, congrats to you. That's a little bit of a veteran thing, significant player achievement kind of award there, I feel like, for Chuba. Hope he continues to play well and get some more rest days. Safety Nick Scott, dealing with a quadricep. He was limited in practice. And the Red Rifle himself, Andy Dalton, had an ankle, but he was a full participant in practice. I may have to get a special sound effect for Andy Dalton. I think that would be cool. Here's a good sound effect we're going to play. Let's see. What can I play? I'll play this right here.
What?
Yes, Robert Hunt is giving away a free autographed jersey.
What?
I'll tell you again, for the people in the back who ain't paying attention, I'm telling you some good information. And this is why I'm manning the people. I don't care if it's something that I'm doing or somebody else. If I feel like you guys need to know it, I'm going to bring it to your attention. So, Carolina Blitz, check her out on Twitter. Again, Carolina Blitz, check her out on Twitter. She, along with Robert Hunt, will be giving away a signed jersey. You got until midnight Eastern Standard Time to do it. Head over to her Twitter account. You'll see it listed in one of her tweets. She tells you exactly what to do to retweet to win an autographed jersey from Robert Hunt. This guy the other week said, hey, take those brown bags off. Come out to the game. But he appreciates all the love that he's gotten from that pancake block that he did this past Sunday. And, I got to tip my hat to the guy having some fun with the fans. Kind of takes me back to the 2015 season, 2016, 2014, when this team was really good and players were willing to do stuff like give away jerseys and other things like that. I think my best one that I got was Devin Funches was able to give away tickets to a game. So lots of good stuff that has happened. Hey, I appreciate the midnight love. It ain't midnight yet, but it's close to being late.
Super chat.
My man Matto Lomax with the super chat. What's going on, Matto? Appreciate you. Hopefully I said your name right. Matto. I'm going to go with Matto Lomax. What's going on? It was a long day for me. Lots of things going on, but gotta do the job that I love to do. And thank you so much for taking the time out to not only watch the show, but to hit a few extra buttons to give a super chat, give some funds to help keep the channel going. Appreciate you, sir, sincerely for doing that for us. Did I go through the complete injury report? I don't know if I did. Let's go through the complete injury report. Yeah, I went through the complete injury report. Guess what?
What?
We got another
Super chat.
Matto Lomax says hit the like button. What do we got? 14? I don't know why we only have 14 likes. So let me say this super quick. Likes are so important because it helps the channel grow. The more the channel grows, the easier it makes it for me to have players and coaches on the show. Do it every week, but trust me, they check it out. And when more people are watching, they're more likely to say, hey, I don't mind taking time because I know my voice will be heard. So hit that like button. We're only at 14 right now. I don't know why, but Just do it every time. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and helps me out a lot. So with that injury report list, we got Adam Thielen, who, say what you want about the guy, but he produces. He produces. He didn't have as many targets as Deontay had. Obviously, you see where Deontay, appreciate you guys hitting the like button. I need just 2 more to do it for me, please. But Deontay's obviously the number one guy, but Adam Thielen is that guy that just makes it happen. He's a guy that I think any quarterback would love to have on his team. You can say, so what? Talk about him if you will. That guy is Mr. Reliable. Coach didn't yet name who's going to replace Adam, but he talked about who may replace him.
All the guys got to be ready to step up. Those are big shoes to fill, especially just with Thielen, the way that he works, the way that he goes about his job every day, and then for sure on Sundays, just he plays so fast and he makes the right decisions. So this is a great opportunity for Xavier, for Mingo, for David Moore, Jalen Coker, who we brought up on the 53, looking at all those guys this week, as we go through the week to see who can bring something, who can add a spark, to this pass game as we continue to develop together.
So big opportunity in that wide receiver room for Xavier, for Jonathan Mingo. I think Xavier might be the guy that beats out. I feel like, I don't know why I say that. Certainly Xavier, I think, who had the bigger game this past week? But I feel like Mingo splashes a lot. As in, he'll have a good series, and then he'll just kind of disappear and be average. I feel like, and maybe, Xavier's bigger, so that's coming to mind. But hold on, I want to check the stats from last week. Who do you guys think will step up in place of Thielen? Who do you think will step up the most, I should say, between Leggett and Jonathan Mingo? And Coker, we'll put him out there since he's on the roster. Coker, Leggett, and Mingo. Which person do you think will step up the most in the absence of one Adam Thielen? And let's see. Leggett had 3 targets, 42 yards. Mingo had 4 targets, 18 yards. And Leggett obviously had a lot of that from one huge play. Take away that huge play, and he only had 7 yards. But so some people say Coker, Leggett. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of hard to tell right now. And sometimes I'm asked about what am I seeing in practice. Again, media, we can see the practice during the week, but it's really only stretching. And then when they go into individual drills, by the way, you guys got those likes up a little bit. Appreciate it. Everybody else who hadn't hit the like button, stop being lazy. Stop being stingy with it. It costs you nothing. It makes me smile. Look at this. Look at that smile. So hit that like button, please. So more people say Xavier Leggett. I feel like I'm a little tainted because his personality, how big he is, it just feels like there could be more there with Xavier. But that's it for now. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I think somebody said they just caught the live. Who said that? Sid said, caught the live. You're the best. Content, videos, and info. Keep pounding and keep up your great. Sid, I absolutely will. Hey, and if you guys haven't done so, check it out, man. I put out, I'm going to end with this. I say it, and I don't just say stuff thinking like, hey, this is pomp and circumstance, right? Our photographer that we have is the best photographer by far that covers the Panthers. I would say he's one of the top in the league, Patrick Snyder. And he captured pictures of myself working in Vegas behind the scenes. And I put that out there on YouTube in the post. So whether it's YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, check out the photos of me working Sunday in Las Vegas covering the game. I think you'll see a lot of dedication on my part, a lot of commitment to doing this and passion from it. And it's really good photographs from Patrick. So thanks, Patrick, for capturing those moments. And I think that'll be something cool for everybody to check out and continue to support this channel as we grow and as we service you, right? I keep asking, what do you guys want? And I think a lot of people are seeing those changes, see us evolve. We're going to continue to do it. So that's it for tonight. Thank you all very much. I'll see you tomorrow from the stadium. This is Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe.